Scorpio. I'm going to do a 3-card reading first, and then I'll do a combination reading with the cards in the astrology dice. Now, the 3 cards I pulled aren't in any particular order, and the astrology dice represent the zodiac signs, the planets, and lunar nodes, and the houses. Now, you received the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the Judgment card. I've seen that Ace of Swords a handful of times here in this series of readings. Now let's talk about the Judgment card first. You know, everybody tries to kind of skiff over it and say, well, we make judgments every day, you know, about our finances and how to raise our kids. Well, life just isn't that easy, and a lot of times we are punished or rewarded for our actions. And the actions of your past do haunt your present circumstances. Now, this can be a spiritual cleansing, a celestial purging, for a healing of the mind, body, and spiritual inner self. And this could be the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning. But this really is a transformation of the phoenix rising, for you to have a rebirth, a resurrection, a life after death per se, metaphorically. And it really is time for forgiveness to come on stage, and you should forgive yourself and other people for any indiscretions in order to achieve your higher self, a new level. You know, this card is about an awakening, a realization of truth, and even the true potential that you hold within yourself. And now that you're at this completion point, now you have the Ace of Swords, the promise of a new beginning. But the Ace of Swords is a really fickle card. You know, you can cut and undercut, or you can heal and restore. It's really up to your free will what you're going to do with this card, but you just went through the Judgment card. So I think you're going to be a little more honest in what you do in the future as it comes around. The one thing that this sword does really well is to cut through the crap and get to the heart of the matter. And this card controls freedom, challenges, logic over emotions, truth and justice, sudden changes, and inner strength. It blossoms new ideas, new purposes, and questions that are answered in innovative ways. This is a card about mind over matter and what matters to you in your life. So it appears you're ready for action, but which way are you going to wield the sword, for good or evil? And you have a decision to make because you received the 2 of Swords. And this card is about decision. Any 2 card is decision, planning, partnership, and balance. And I think everybody's looking for that in life. Maybe even in that order. This card represents the dual nature of conflicting but equal forces. And the sword cards are normally not about emotions, but this woman has her arms over her heart chakra. And she's saying this is a difficult emotional decision to make. A lot of times that comes into play when you want to make a decision where everybody can win. But there's not always a win-win-win situation going on, and one size doesn't fit all. And now all you can do is make the best decision. Even though you're reluctant and uncertain, a decision has to be made. If you don't make a decision, that's a decision in itself. And sometimes the cosmos will make the decision for you, and it's not to your liking. So now that you've freed yourself through a spiritual transformation, have given a new beginning with the Ace of Swords, it is time for you to make some decisions. So I rolled the dice, and you received Scorpio, Sun, in the 2nd house. So Scorpio, you received your own sign in this roll of the dice, so this makes it even more powerful. With Scorpio in the 2nd house, it's about belongings, property, finances, and your own values. The Judgment card forces you to put your value of self-worth in front of anything else this week. You've decided to do some tough love and not squander your hard-earned resources on trivial acquisitions. With the Judgment card staring in your face and the decisions outstanding with the 2 of Swords, The hard choices are finding the meaning of value and the meaning of your life. It's not only the meaning of life, but procuring something with a lasting value in your life. Intense possessiveness of money, things, or people can be a downfall this week, and the Judgment card could dole out harsh punishments for excessive infractions. The need for security has you hold on to things more, and that's when the sun is in the second house. You should avoid the word I have and I want, and take the low road to personal wealth over possessions. Or is it the high road? Now that is a decision to be in itself. What we need and what you want in life is two different things. Wise use of your resources is borne by the presence of the Ace of Swords. Even though the Ace of Swords said it was a hard road to get where you're at right now, you have to look to the future and look for sustainability. The Sun in Scorpio has you aloof about commitments, but when you do commit, you throw your whole soul into a project. And the power is never exerted for recognition or authoritative control. And you realize timing is everything, and when the moment is right, you're going to jump right in and decide that it's time to act. Your investigative curiosity has you persistently turning over every leaf to find the truth. Transformation and regeneration is second nature to you this week. And if something doesn't work out, just change your MO and move on to another strategy. Heal, create, heal, and create again for some more healing and creating. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.